Hey, what's up, Kiss fans? How you doing? I'm Daniel Rambo. I'm the creator of the Facebook group Kiss Talisman, and I am the inventor of a new group which I want to talk about first. It's called Kiss Destroyers, Creatures, and Psychos, 1973 to 2000. It's a really cool up-and-coming group. It what used to be the group called the Italian Boys of Kiss, and I was looking for a strong administrator, and I found Giovanni, and I pretty much worked out a deal with him, and he said we should change the format, and we have. We're almost at 200 members. We're looking to get 1,000, and it's Giovanni's very creative. He has the best pictures, the best videos. We have good discussions, very intelligent discussions. Giovanni knows a lot of facts. He's a good guy to talk to. Basically, the base of that group, Creatures, Destroyers, Creatures, and Psychos, is basically all the lineups of Kiss up to 2000. It's basically a group, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's basically a group for Kiss fans to like everything up to the current lineup, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm going to explain why. Every Kiss fan has something about Kiss they don't like. You got Kiss fans who don't like the solo albums. You got Kiss fans who don't like Dynasty. Kiss fans who don't like The Elder. Kiss fans that don't like Vinnie Vincent. Got Kiss fans that never liked Peter Criss, you know what I mean? And well, there are a lot of Kiss fans that don't like the current lineup. Me personally, I think the current lineup is very talented. I've never seen them live personally, but I've seen the Rock the Nation tour on YouTube, and I was really blown away by Tommy and Eric, and I think they outdid Paul and Gene, if you ask me. But if it were up to me, I mean, which it's not, if it were up to you, I mean, it's not up to me and you. It's up to Gene and Paul, and I don't know, but if it were up to me, yeah. Tommy and Eric wouldn't be wearing the Spaceman and Catman makeup. They would either have their own makeup, or they would be a non-makeup band. But I don't know. That's what Gene and Paul would want to do, and I'll be quite honest with you. I think that's why people, I don't think people should hate Tommy Thayer, but it's like, having that makeup on him is what's making people hate him, so he probably wouldn't be so hated if if he wasn't like such an Ace Frehley clone. I mean, Eric Singer, he's Eric Singer, whether he has the Catman makeup or not, he's still Eric Singer. He has a totally different personality from Peter Criss. He almost has his own shtick with the Catman makeup on. But that's what that group is for. It's for people who are not into the current lineup, but like everything else before that, the only thing that separates that group from any other group who likes to leave out the current lineup is we're not mean about it. We're not yelling scab all over the place. We're not like putting it in your face like we're a non-scab group. Like some of these other groups here. So you should check it out. I mean, it's gonna we're almost at 200 members. It's going to be one of the best groups on Facebook. It's going to be one of the best Facebook groups Kiss Facebook groups up and coming. The people the members who are on there, they love it. Just if you know anybody that's on that group, ask them about it. They love it. Okay, so now I am gonna discuss a topic that is somewhat controversial, but not real. Not a huge. It's not hugely controversial. It's nothing people are raising too much hell about, and it's the subject is the front cover of Creatures of the Night. Okay, so basically the original cover, we all know, had Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Eric Carr, and Ace Frehley on the front cover. I was only 8 years old when that album came out. In fact, I didn't even know it came out. When The Elder came out, I took a break from listening to music for a while. I was playing with my Star Wars figures, and then MTV came out, and that's when I rediscovered Kiss. Took their makeup off. I got back into them. Not as much as I was when I was a toddler, but and I actually didn't realize Creatures of the Night even existed until Animalize came out, and I went to a Sam Goody's or something, and I was flipping through the records, and I listened to it, and being young and naive, I thought it was Ace playing on the album until my parents bought me the one with the Creatures of the Night album with the new cover on it, and Bruce Kulick was on there. And I saw in the little corner it said lead guitars played by Ace Frehley and Vincent Cusano. So I pretty much had figured out that Vincent Cusano was Vinnie Vincent, and after listening to a while, it's like after noticing Ace didn't sing on the album, and the guitars sounded so much different. I realized it was somebody else, and I'm like, okay, it's Vinnie. That's Vinnie Vincent playing on there. Later on, eventually found out it wasn't only Vinnie Vincent. In fact, the song "Creatures of the Night," the whole guitar lineup was there were no official members of Kiss on that whole night. And even if Vinnie Vincent was to play on that song, he wasn't an official member of Kiss anyway. So it was Steve Ferris, Adam Mitchell played rhythm guitar, and I forget who played bass. But basically, the only member of Kiss that played, official member of Kiss that played his instrument was Eric Carr and Paul singing, basically, but Paul didn't play his instrument. So the thing is, a lot of Kiss fans, and especially Vinnie Vincent fans, especially the die-hard Vinnie Vincent fans, believe that Vinnie Vincent should be on the front cover. And there are some counterfeit copies of it, and I think the Brazil version has Vinnie Vincent on the front cover in Ace's space all the time, but what has a lot of Vinnie Vincent fans upset is they remade the album and had Bruce Kulick on the front cover, and they were all unmasked. Well, first of all, for those who don't know, the reason why Ace is on the front cover is because it was a business decision made by Polygram Records, where they told Paul and Gene that if they do not, find Ace and get him on that front cover, get him to do some of the photo shoots, don't have him on the I Love It Loud video, that they are not going to produce the record. So basically, Paul and Gene had to beg the shit out of Ace to be on that front cover, or the album wouldn't get made. I think in Paul's book, he told Ace that he was about ready to hang himself or something if Ace wouldn't be on the front cover or something like that. So, yeah, you know, that's why Ace is on that front cover. You know, yes, he didn't play a note, but it was more a record company decision than it was from Paul and Gene. Also, at the time, Vinny was not an official member yet when they were recording that album. And they didn't really know that he was going to be an official member. They were looking for someone else. The intention on bringing Vinny on was he had a job of being a ghost guitarist and to help write some songs, because I guess Gene and Paul's they just needed another songwriter, you know. So, you know, Adam Mitchell introduced them to him because Vinny wrote songs with Adam Mitchell, and Adam Mitchell knew he had talent. So, if they were to put Vinny on the front cover to begin with, it would have been like putting Anton Fig on the front cover of Unmasked. And even though Anton, you know, played on all but one song, Dirty Living on Dynasty, still Peter was an official member of the band, and at least he was on one song. So, you know, so yeah, that's what would have been like, you know, if, you know, being that they didn't realize that Vinny was going to be, that they didn't, you know, forecast, that they didn't, you know, see it in the future that Vinny was going to be on the front cover of you know, that Vinny wasn't going to be a member of Kiss in the future, then that's, you know, one of the reasons why he wasn't on there in the first place. And like I said, the number one reason was Polygram Records wanted Ace on that. They wanted 3 members of Kiss on the front cover. So what people get up in arms is they redid the front cover, and one of the reasons why, well, there's 2 reasons. One, they wanted to try to get more sales out of the record, and they think if they put a new cover on with the Unmasked current lineup, and where Bruce Kulick was the lead guitarist at the time, you know, that it would have sold. But so Vinnie Vincent fans were, you know, up in arms, you know, that he wasn't on the front cover. It's like, what is Bruce doing on this front cover? You know, it's like they take Ace off the front cover because he didn't play a note on there, but they put Bruce on there. I'll be quite honest with you. Yeah, I know they weren't on good terms with Vinny at the time, and most likely that was when they didn't want him on the front cover. Things got even worse, you know, after Vinny tried to sue him, but, you know, he later came back, you know, with revenge. But do I think Vinny deserved to be on that front cover? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he was the main ghost guitarist. He played on all but 3 songs: Creatures of the Night, Killers, and I Still Love You, which I do not get why he did not play on I Still Love You, because he co-wrote the song, you know. But I don't know. One of my buddies seems to think it's because, you know, Paul couldn't stand Vinny and just didn't want him to play on, you know. Yeah, I guess Paul felt like it was, like, you know, more his song than it was Vinny's, but yeah, I don't know what to tell you, you know. But yeah, I mean, but yes, I agree with most of Vinny's fans, and all the Kiss fans that, you know, like Justice and, you know, are impartial and believe that, you know, whether they like Vinny or not, he should, you know, have been on the front cover. I agree, but from a business point, I understand, you know, and but at this point, you know, some people are saying, oh, you know, that they should redo the cover and put Vinny on there. I think by now, you know, the damage is done. You know, it's like beating a dead horse, and they ended up bringing the old cover back anyway. You know, it's like, I'm sure it'll make people happy, but you know, I don't know. At this point, it's like, what's the point? You know, just, you know, there's plenty of counterfeit copies with Vinny on the front cover. You know, just, you know, appreciate that for what it is. You know, yeah. If you want a copy of Creatures of the Night with Vinny on the front cover, just go to eBay or Amazon. You can get it on there. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Are you just gonna, like, you know, stare at it, you know, for forever and be like, wow, there's Vinny on the front cover, and I'm holding it in my hand. You know, what are you gonna do? Get your one day of thrill out of it, and you know, unless you're a collector, you know, hey, you know, I'm not a collector, so. But yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. At this point, they should just leave it alone. Yeah, I really don't even know why they redid the cover in the first place. And yes, I think Vinnie Vincent deserved to be on the front cover when they redid it. Yeah, since they redid the cover, whether Gene and Paul loved or hate Vinny at the time, you know, Vinny, you know, was the main guitarist on that album, and yes, he deserved to be on that on the front cover. All right, folks, have a good day. Take care.